Yes, I believe the whole thing was staged. What do you do when you live for the applause but no one's clapping?
Lil Nas X was silently canceled, and that's what probably led to all this.
So guys, in today's video we are going to be talking about LIL NAS X. Now if you don't know LIL NAS X is the person that sang this music.
I'll take my horse to the old town road.
Yes, that music, I don't have a really great voice, so he was the one that sang that music, and that music became a global phenomenon. And right now LIL NAS X, we don't understand what's happening to him. After that music, he came out to being gay and started doing some crazy wild things. He even sang a new music that was very controversial, putting Satan, and was came down from a pole, like a stripper's pole, and was dancing with Satan in hell. Like, the guy has been controversial since that Old Town Road song. So many parents started telling their children to stop listening to his music and the rest because he was just being controversial. The recent gist that came out is that they saw him in the streets of California, I think, naked, like he was wearing only his pants, with some boots. They said he was he had taken some drugs and he was high. He was outside. He was saying rubbish. Someone from a vehicle was like taking shots of him and videoing him, according to what we saw from TMZ. It was that crazy. Somebody that have reached the apex of his career. Look at what he's doing right now. Anyways, he has always been controversial, like I said earlier. Now we're going to be watching videos of people talking about this.
Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. No, go ahead, babe. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Go ahead, babe. No, no, no.
Strutting down the streets of LA in nothing but your underwear and cowboy boots? Lil Nas X was arrested for a battery charge Thursday morning because he allegedly assaulted a police officer. There were multiple complaints about a half-naked man outside, and when the police showed up, the Old Town Road rapper was captured on video telling the police officers, "Don't be late to the party." The police responded, "Where at?" and Lil Nas replied, "You know where it's at." Looks like we have another Jussie Smollett on our hands, and not because he's gay, because he's a liar. Yes, I believe the whole thing was staged. What do you do when you live for the applause but no one's clapping? Crash out and make a scene?
Lil Nas X was silently canceled, and that's what probably led to all this. So Lil Nas X was seen walking down the street in Los Angeles way early this morning in his white drawers, and then he attacked a cop. And then he was taken to the hospital for a psych eval, and then he was arrested and taken to jail. And the reason why I say that he was silently canceled is because, of course, Lil Nas X came out after he made his debut album. And then following that album, he released the song Montero, which he had a lot of symbolic shit in it. I mean, just everything was in that video. Then shortly after that, he had those little Nike Air Max shoes, which had a drop of human blood and the little air pocket part of it. And, you know, a lot of people let that go. A lot of people supported Lil Nas X. They let it go. It was like, you know, hey, it is what it is at that point. But then in 2024, he came out with a new music video called J Christ, in which he was on a cross and he mocked Jesus Christ himself. And he also had depictions of Lucifer in that video. And I think that's when people had it. They were done with the shock value. They were done with all of the crazy images that he was just so, you know, pushing so hard to put out. And Lil Nas X EP Days Before Dream Boy, which is supposed to precede his 2025 release second album, Dream Boy, didn't do too bad, but it didn't do as well as he anticipated. And it was rumored that Columbia Records wanted him to scrap the entire idea of his newly released album to come out in 2025. We don't even know if it's still coming out. Dream Boy, for whatever reasons, he's having some difficulties with the record label. But I think due to all of the antics that Lil Nas X had within the past like 3.5 years, people just silently canceled him. They just silently, you know, weren't entertained by all of the performative things that he was doing in order to gain and garner that attraction and that attention that he was trying to, you know, gain for himself. He also,
many persons are saying that this is just another tactics of him to sell his album, that what he's doing is just another way to like make people talk about him and the rest. while some persons are genuinely concerned about his health. Now, once you're a very controversial person, that's one thing that is so bad about being controversial. Once you're controversial, like you lie on the internet, you something that is very serious, you take it as a joke. You talk about yourself in a very controversial manner. You're always in one controversy or the other on the internet, and you are like a celebrity or a socialite or something. Once you are doing something serious, like something happens to you, people will take it like a joke. They will take it like a stunt. Just like you're a prankster and you go around carrying a fake gun and you're shooting your friends. The day someone will shoot you for real, or your friend shoot you and you're doing magic, the day someone will shoot you for real, they will think it's a joke. Now, this thing might be true, but people are saying that it's another controversy. This guy might be fighting for his life, might be depressed or something. I haven't heard that he's in a psych ward, according to TMZ, but we don't really know. Once you are this controversial, when something serious is happening in your life, people will take it as a joke, will see you as a joke. That's what most people don't know. They love controversies. Most people that love, in quotes, trending. They love trending. Anywhere something controversial or bad is happening, they want to be involved in that. They let their name be seen online. There are people like that even in my country, Nigeria. I don't want to mention names. Once you're like that, people will always want to see your downfall. And when your downfall is happening in front of them, they won't help you.